Hola, año 7. Buenos días. Bienvenidos a esta clase de español. Good morning, year 7. Okay, so we're going to start our next lesson today. Welcome. We've got a do now here ready for us to start with. Now, remember, if you are working with the person next to you, you don't need to face them. You still face the front, but together you can work through these words and see if you can already understand them. So go through the words. Which ones do you think you recognize? Which ones can you use your knowledge of English and possibly other languages to help work out what they mean? And then see if you can pronounce them correctly and be ready to give me any pronunciation rules that you think you've worked out from these words. So let's take a couple of minutes to do that. Okay, so now hopefully you've had a few minutes to have a look at those words. Let's go through them and see if we know any. So probably the easiest ones to start with would be, well, España, hopefully, because España was our title for our first lesson. And those of you that remember that will remember that España means Spain, that's right. So well done if you got that one. Another one which you probably look at straight away and go, oh, I know what that one is. Football. So football, if you say it out loud, sounds very, very similar, doesn't it, to English football? So well done to you if you got that one. You may already know, well, you'll know uno, which means one, uno. Uno, dos, tres. And tres is 3. So well done if you got those. Fiesta is also a word that we did, yes, in the last lesson, isn't it? Fiesta. So festival or party or celebration. Fiesta, una fiesta. So we know that one already, don't we? So that leaves us with, can you guess bicicleta? Bicicleta. I think it looks similar, doesn't it, to the English word bicycle? So that's correct. That would be a bike. Bicicleta. What have we got left? We've got another number here. 10. Does anyone know what 10, which number 10 is? 10 is number 10. Good, that's 10. So we've got 1, 3, and 10 over here. So Spain we've done. Blanco. Blanco means white. Blanco means white. So well done if you got that. Pantalones. Pantalones means trousers. So well done if you got that. Septiembre, obviously September. Sol, hace sol is sun. Okay, so sol means sun. We talked, didn't we, last lesson about Spain being, and Spanish-speaking countries often being sunny, very sunny, and especially in the summer. And if it's very sunny, you might well need to wear a sombrero, which is a Spanish kind of hat. So you can Google that later if you want to see pictures of a sombrero. And also when it's hot, we may want to spend our time on la playa, which would be the beach. So well done if you got that. Beach. Okay, tortilla. Tortilla is like a wrap, a bit similar to how we would have, what we would describe as a wrap, as something that you would eat. What have we got left? I think we've done them all apart from chica. Chica, and chica is a feminine word and chico is a masculine word. Chica means girl and chico means boy. Oh, and there's one more over here, agua. Agua means water. So well done if you got those. Okay, so we're going to start our date and title, la fecha. Vamos a escribir la fecha y el título por esta clase. So today today it could be lunes 7 de septiembre, and if it is, we're going to write that one down. If it's not, we can see from there how to create today's date. Whatever the date is for this lesson, you should be able to pause this now and write it into your books by using this information. And obviously, we can also see that the title for today's lesson is Los Saludos. Okay, so now we can see that then our title is Los Saludos. Los Saludos, look at the picture there. Can you guess what Los Saludos, our title, means? What do we do when we first see someone? We're going to greet them, that's right. So Los Saludos would be greetings. So that's what our title is today. Today we're going to learn how to say what our name is and also to be able to say hello and goodbye and so on. So we're going to start with me llamo. So if you can repeat and practice pronouncing this word, this phrase, me llamo, me llamo. So I would say me llamo Señora Wilson. Me llamo Señora Wilson. Me llamo Señora Wilson. My name is Mrs. Wilson. Me llamo, my name is. Have a go at saying your name now. And again, otra vez, me llamo Señora Wilson. Bueno, what can you tell me about the pronunciation of Spanish words from what we've just done here? So I've said me llamo Señora Wilson. What can you tell about the pronunciation of those words on the board? Hopefully you've said that two L's together becomes a y sound in Spanish and not a l sound like it would be in English. So we don't want to hear me llamo, we don't want to hear llamo, we want to hear llamo, llamo. Me llamo Señora Wilson. So let's have a practice of that. So in order to get that response, what's the question that we need to ask? The question is, ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Repite, llamas. Te llamas. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Bueno, what do you notice about punctuation in Spanish looking at that question? What's the first thing that you notice when you look at that question? Hopefully, you notice that there is punctuation, i.e. a question mark, at the beginning of the sentence, beginning of the question, not just at the end. Well done if you've noticed that. So you'll also see that the question mark itself is an upside down question mark before and a normal question mark at the end. That happens in Spanish for whenever we use question marks. So every time there's a question, that upside down question mark must be in front of the question. And also when we use exclamation marks. So you will see that again later on in today's lesson. So spend a minute now with the person next to you, not looking at them, looking straight ahead, but with the person next to you, practicing. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo. So, ¿cómo te llamas? Me llamo señora Wilson. ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay, so un minuto para practicar. Okay, ahora, so we're going to carry on with our greeting words. So when we see someone, first of all, or when I'm starting my lesson, I might say, hola to you. Hola. Hola. Practice that. Hola. 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 Muy bien. So what do you think hola means? Yes, hola means hi or hello. Good. Now we can see an example here of the punctuation I was talking about on the last slide. So we've got an upside down exclamation mark at the front of the word hola, and then a normal exclamation mark at the end. Hola. Bueno. Practice again. Hola. Sí, muy bien. So, hola, and then we've got this word here. Buenos días. Buenos días. You try. Good. Buenos días. What do you think buenos días actually means? Buenos días actually means good day, but it's a bit like it's used the way we would use good morning. So you would say buenos días in the morning part of the day, buenos días, but it actually means good day. So see, let's try that again. Buenos días. We might say even hola, buenos días. Try that one. Hola, buenos días. Bueno. Then, when it's after lunch, we would say buenas tardes. Practice that one. Buenas tardes. Repite. Buenas tardes. And so that one we would translate as good afternoon. So we've got hola, buenos días, if it's before lunchtime. After lunchtime, buenas tardes. And then if it's after 8 o'clock in the evening, we're going to say buenas noches. Repite, buenas noches. Buenas noches. Otra vez, and again, buenas noches. Okay, excelente. And then we're going to be able to say goodbye here, and the word for goodbye is adios. You try. Adios. Repite. Adios. Adios. Bueno, another phrase we might use is hasta luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Adios. Hasta luego. And hasta luego means see you later. So adios, hasta luego, bye, see you later. Try that together. Adios, hasta luego. And again. Excelente. Okay, let's see what you remember then. So para número uno, number one, we've got hola. Practice again. Hola. And then for número dos, number two, we've got, remember that one was after 2 o'clock, so it's after lunch. That would be buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. You try. Otra vez, and again, buenas tardes. Good. Número 3, when it's, remember, it's after 8 o'clock in the evening, we will say, and we'll say good night, we'll say buenas noches. Buenas noches. Repeat again, buenas noches. Okay, número 4, number 4 here, that's the one where we say, that's before lunch, that would be buenos días. Repite, buenos días. Bien. Buenos días. Good. And finally, the last phrase we learnt was adiós, hasta luego. So let's try that together. Adiós and hasta luego. Excellent. Okay, we're going to do a quick game now. Okay, I'm going to say a phrase and you are going to use your hand to show the correct number of the picture I am saying. So, for example, if I say hola, hola, you should all be holding up one finger. And if I say adiós, hasta luego, you should be holding up your 5 fingers on your hand. Okay, so let's see how we get on. So here we go, then let's try. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. See, you should be holding up a number 3. Well done. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. You should be holding up a number 5. Bueno. Buenos días. Buenos días. She's holding up a number 4. Adiós. 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 Should be holding up number 5. Hola. Hola. Should be holding up a number 1. Buenos tardes. Buenas tardes. Should be holding up a number 2. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Should be holding up a number 3. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Number 5. Good. Hola. Number 1. Buenas noches. Number 3. Buenos días. Buenos días. Number 4. Buenas tardes. Number 2. Adiós. Number 5. Hola. Number 1. Buenas tardes. Number 2. Buenos días. Number 4. Hola. Number 1. Hasta luego. Number 5. Buenas noches. Number 3. Buenas tardes. Number 2. Buenos días. Number 4. Muy bien, excelente, todos. Bueno, okay, so now we're going to have a go at writing them down. So under our title that we've got of Los Saludos, we're going to pay lots of attention when we write down these words clearly and carefully onto our sheets of paper. We're going to remember to write in the correct punctuation. So particularly that first word there, we can see hola has that upside down exclamation mark at the beginning and then the normal one again at the end. So we're going to pay attention to that. We're also going to pay attention to those words with accents on. So we've got buenos dias. You can see in dias, the I It's got a little dash. It's not just a dot on the I, it's a dash. We're going to keep that in there. We're going to keep the line on top of the O in adios and on top of the O in como. Okay, so remember those. And then, so we're going to get that written down on the left-hand side of the paper. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to write down the English. And this is not in the correct order. So you need to try to remember what we've just been practicing and write them with the correct word. So I suggest you have a good go for about 10 minutes on your own, and then you can maybe work with your partner and see if they've got any answers that you need before we go through it. So I would say probably about 10 minutes to complete this. Okay, so vamos a hacer ahora las respuestas. So let's go through what the answers are going to be. So here they are on the board. So hola would be hello. Buenos dias, good morning or good day, like we discussed. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Buenas noches, good night. Adios, goodbye. Hasta luego, see you later. ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? And me llamo, my name is. So just check your answers and make sure you've got those written down perfectly on your sheets. Okay, so now we're going to put those phrases into a conversation, una conversación. So we're going to start our conversation. I'm going to read this one for you, then we're going to practice it afterwards. So we've got, hola, buenos días, ¿cómo te llamas? Me llamo Pablo, ¿y tú? Me llamo Maria. Adiós, hasta luego. Okay, so as you can see, we've got two people. So we've got the person in red and the person in purple. And there's a little extra phrase in there that you may not already know. Can you see which one it is? Yes, it's y tú. What do you think y tú means? Now, first of all, we know that it is a question because of the question mark at the end of it and the beginning of it. So y tú would mean and you. And you. So instead of repeating the question back, you can say and you. So if someone says, what's your name? My name is Mrs. Wilson, and you? So instead of saying, and what's your name? Okay, so and you. So this time I want you to try and read the conversation with the person next to you. Remember, we're not going to look at that person. We're going to still say straight ahead, but we're going to do the conversation with that partner. Okay, so one of you is in the red, one of you is in the purple, and I want you to change your names back to your normal names. So instead of saying Pablo and Maria, you're going to use your own names. So spend a minute doing that now. Okay, hopefully you've had an opportunity to practice that. This time I want you to practice with these limited words for you. See if you can remember the words. If you can turn your paper over, so you haven't got your paper to help you either, and see if you can remember which words go where, fantastico. Obviously you've got your piece of paper, so if you do get stuck, you can turn it back over and find the right word. Have a go at doing it now. Okay, and then have another go at doing it this time with even less words. spend 1 minute with the person next to you doing this conversation again. Okay. So here is the copy of the conversation. It's in the wrong order. What I'd like you to do now is on your sheets of paper, rewrite this conversation in the correct order. Okay, then when you've had a go at writing in the correct order, hopefully you can go through it together as a class and work out where everything should be to get it, to make sure everyone's got it correctly written down. And then I want you to have a go to create your own dialogue between either two strangers meeting in a street or you and one of your friends. So on your sheet of paper, writing out your own dialogue with your own two characters in there. Okay, so remember to vary the phrases, so you don't want both people saying hola, hola. Try to use as many different ones as you can. So remember to use hasta luego and adios, and then maybe buenos tardes as well as hola, okay? So that you are practicing lots of different vocabulary. So take about 7 to 10 minutes to have a go at writing this in the correct order and then writing out your own version. Okay, now you've done that, it's time to check your work. So remember to check your work carefully for spellings. Make sure you've got those accents in the right place. Make sure you haven't forgotten your punctuation and your upside down question marks and exclamation marks where you've used como te llamas or where you've used greetings, to make sure it's absolutely all perfect. Okay, once you've done that, hopefully you've got some time left in your lesson to learn to do this one. Okay, adios, well done everybody today. Next lesson we're going to do some recapping on what we've learned today, but we're also going to add in how are you. We're going to learn what the different responses to that are. So we're going to practice asking and answering that and understanding that. And hopefully we'll also get an opportunity to practice more numbers. Okay, ¿estás bien? Adiós.